I'm still recovering from bronchitis, which I got on the way back from Australia to DC. And today I am packed up to go to Albany. I'm flying 1.5 hours from DC. And tomorrow I have my admission ceremony to be admitted in New York as a solicitor. Bye bye! New York with all the justices. About 1,000 photos for people, and people took some of me, which is really nice. They're lawyers. Do solemnly swear. So I'm now a New York attorney, and we're done. Whee! To my hotel. Here it is. It's very simple, but it's walking distance to the venue where I'm getting admitted tomorrow, so this will do. I'm just gonna get my Uber Eats hopefully soon and then try to rest because I'm still recovering. My voice has become so low, but I'm glad I made it. This is my breakfast. It's a simple breakfast, but I think it'll do. It's the heels that won, because I think I'm just gonna get an Uber to the convention center, and this way I can then change when I come back to the hotel into my sneakers and it will be okay. So there are bag size restrictions, and I can only bring a clutch this big. So it's got everything I need for the day. My ID, most importantly, my mask. I've got my cards, disinfecting spray. Phone will be in my pocket. So ready to go. Ready to go? Okay, let's go. It's already like a collection of all these bags, so I think there's a lot of people staying here who are going to the ceremony as well today. I'm just gonna get my Uber. There's a cool building here. This is the Robert Abrams Building for Law and Justice. There's the legislature building, I think it said. And then I'm just gonna go to the Egg just to check it out because I'm early. I'm honestly not sure where to go, but the convention center is somewhere here. It's called the Egg. I'm just gonna follow some people who look like they're lawyers. Here it is, the Egg. Some people, and then there is also some people that I see from the hotel, so there's a lot of lawyers. Then I go down here. I would have never figured this out. It's very convoluted. This is the Appellate Seal of New York. This is the Egg, actually. Didn't realize it would be like right in here. I just have to check in here and then go through. With this wall over here for memories taken, which is really cool. Bigger, so I'm not gonna do that. But I did get a New York Bar Association pin and some water. And I took about 1,000 photos for people, and people took some of me, which is really nice. So people who are being admitted are going to be seated in the center, which is where I'm going to head now. Here. Waiting. And we got this. which is a program with all the justices. Yeah. So many people are now taking photos by the lectern. The program is quite long, I think, but I read somewhere that it's only half an hour in total.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. All persons having business before this Appellate Division of the Supreme Court held in and for the 3rd Judicial Department of the State of New York, let them draw near, give their attention, and they shall be heard. Please be seated. Good afternoon, everyone. It is my privilege at this time to introduce to you the person who will be presiding over your admission ceremony this afternoon. A graduate of Alfred University and Albany Law School, her judicial career began with her election as the town justice for the town of New Berlin in Shenango County, New York in 2001, and she was then re-elected to that office in 2005. She went on to win election as a New York Supreme Court Justice for the 6th Judicial District in 2006, a position she was re-elected to in November of 2020. She was first appointed to the Appellate Division 3rd Department as an Associate Justice in March of 2009 by New York Governor David Patterson. Finally,
51 attorneys to the practice of law in New York State. Many of you are accompanied today by family and friends, but each and every one of you is sitting next to a future colleague in the New York State Bar. What an exciting day it is. I'm so pleased that we can all be here in person to celebrate the culmination of the accomplishments that have led you to this day. Whatever challenges you may have faced along the way, you have demonstrated the talent and the tenacity necessary to be here. You are to be congratulated, and I hope you're able to pause, catch your breath, and appreciate this moment of celebration as you commence this very significant new chapter in your lives. So, to begin the ceremony, with me today are 4 Associate Justices of the Appellate Division, 3rd Department, and a very special guest who will be our keynote speaker for this afternoon's ceremony.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rattling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, Sam, does that star-spangled banner yet this afternoon, let me share with you the list of countries represented at today's ceremony. Before I list those 34 countries, please remember that in compiling this list, we are using the address that you have used in your application to our court for admission to the bar, which may or may not represent what you think of as your country of origin. As I call your country, please stand for a moment and then take your seat. While I know that all of you want to cheer, I would ask that everyone please hold their applause until the end after everyone has been recognized. So, here are the foreign countries represented by the attorneys we are admitting to the New York Bar today. Australia, Austria, Belgium, Bermuda, Brazil, Canada, China, Colombia, Ecuador, Egypt, France, Germany, Greece, Guyana, India, Ireland, Israel, Italy, Japan, Kenya, Lebanon, Luxembourg, Monaco, Netherlands, Panama, Philippines, Qatar, Singapore, South Korea, Spain, Switzerland, Taiwan,
Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, and why don't all the admittees now take a moment, stand and turn toward the audience, and give your family and friends a round of applause in appreciation for all the support they have given you, which has helped increase this wonderful
And privileged to move the admission of these 461 individuals who have either been certified by the State Board of Law Examiners as having passed the bar exam, or who have the necessary legal education for admission on motion, and who have also been certified by their respective committees on character and fitness as possessing the requisite character and fitness for the practice of law in the state of New York.
Mr. Mayberger, your motion is granted.
Thank you.
And one of the moments you've been waiting for. I call upon Justice Christine Clark, who will say a few words before administering the attorney's oath of office.
Thank you. Repeat after me. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of Attorney and Counselor at Law
of the office of Attorney and Counselor at Law
of the State of New York
of the State of New York
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Letting me be part of this really wonderful occasion for all of you. Honorable Presiding Justice Gary, Associate Justices of the Third Department, Clerk Mayberger, new admittees, friends, parents, loved ones, congratulations on your admission to practice law in New York State. Today you are in good company and rightfully proud, but not as proud as those who are here with you today, your parents, your loved ones, who supported and sacrificed to get you to this day. Proud not just because you passed the bar exam, but because of all the good you now have the potential to accomplish in the career ahead. Familiar with war crime trials, having worked as a prosecutor in the Nuremberg trials. Predictably, Donovan endured hate mail, phone calls, and newspaper headlines criticizing him for defending a Russian spy. Although Donovan had no hope of winning the case, his client had admitted to espionage. He firmly believed that any suspect detained and tried in the U.S. must be afforded all of the rights available under our Constitution. And since the trial was going to play out on a world stage, he wanted to make a clear distinction between American and Soviet justice. Among the letters of encouragement Donovan received from lawyers and judges, many noted that the defense of an unpopular case is one of the things that makes our profession a calling. These brave acts by these attorneys remind us that our profession is grounded in core principles of strong professional ethics and a duty of unfettered advocacy for those that we are privileged to represent. As you proceed with your legal careers, remember that being an attorney is more than just a job. It is a profession, and for those that are most successful, a calling. Each of you must find your way to ensure that this great gift of a license to practice law is used not just to make a living, but also to do the public good through pro bono work or other public service. You are encouraged to join the Bar Association and to be part of New York's great legal community to help you enhance your practice and find your way to use your license beyond just meeting billable hours, but also doing the public good. If you haven't done so already, please stop by the New York State Bar Association's table that's outside to join the largest and most influential voluntary state bar association in the country. With members in every state.
The dream that led you to the law. May you ever be mindful that people will be impacted by the decisions that you make. Be courageous and be caring. Whether you gravitate to private practice, the corporate arena, public service, or academia, your most cherished asset will always be your reputation. Today, each one of you begins to build your reputation as a New York lawyer. Too many attorneys mistakenly may believe that it's one large verdict or a successful commercial deal or something big like that that establishes an esteemed place within the legal community. But I tell you today that in truth, you earn respect by exhibiting consistency, conscientiousness, courtesy, and integrity day after day through all of your dealings with people. How you treat each client, your coworkers, support staff, and opposing counsel, and all the others you come in contact with. These are the things that will shape your reputation. Once diminished, there is
and we're done. Whee! Thanks for watching. So I'm now a New York attorney. Whee! Thanks for everybody who followed along on this video. I even got a professional headshot done. I hope that this journey just continues, the career gets better and better from here, and I'm very excited to start this new chapter. And thank you for watching the video. I hope it was interesting and useful and maybe a little bit motivational. If you are just embarking on this law journey, I wish you the best of luck. For me, it's been really rewarding and I highly recommend it.